it's Beth. Today we're talking about the carpal tunnel, but in general just hand and wrist movements that would benefit anyone, even if you don't have carpal tunnel syndrome or you're not quite sure what the carpal tunnel is. Don't worry, this is for you. It's to keep your hands supple, young, and flexible. So start with me. Open your hands really wide like this and then close them really tight. Open really wide and close them really tight. Now only go at a speed that you are comfortable with. You can reposition your hands really to a different place. And they look really big like this. It's cool. Anyways, keep going. I can see the video as it's recording. And then if you feel okay, go a little bit faster. And we're going to do this for another 15 seconds. There are about 20 intrinsic muscles in your hands, which means that the 2 attachment points are in your hands. And there's another 18 muscles extrinsic to the hands. So 1 attachment point in the hands, and 1 attachment point in your forearms, each hand this is. We have 5 seconds left. It starts to get tiring after a little bit. And that's it, shake them out. Interlock your fingers loosely and just roll out your wrists. And just, these are really nice things to do every day if you can, or, you know, in the evening, if you're sat for a moment, or you're just waiting for the bus. And carpal tunnel, so the carpal tunnel is a ligament, and that ligament, keep rolling your hands, the ligament is here. And under this ligament pass tendons and other things, and one of them is a meridian nerve. And the pain comes when the carpal tunnel, for some reason, creates pressure, or this is what they think, on the meridian nerve. And there have been a lot of scientific studies that have associated carpal tunnel pain with repetitive occupational tasks, especially if they involve force or vibration. But there are things that you can try before resorting to surgery. Shake them out. Okay, now with one hand, stretch your other hands. You place your fingers and you just stretch your hands. And I like to sometimes rest my hand on my leg, but it's not necessary. But what you are now doing is stretching. You should feel the stretch at the front of your forearm. And I've used these stretches and these movements with quite a few of my clients now. And a lot of them report improvement or even resolution of the pain. We normally hold the stretches for 30 seconds, give or take, so that your musculoskeletal system and your nervous system have time to become good friends. So I'd say we have another 5 or 6 seconds left on this side. And then we swap. So we do the same exact stretch on the other side. And you'll notice also that as you do this often, I'd say if you can at least 3 times a week, you will really start to notice how your mobility does, in fact, improve. Your muscles respond quite quickly to, when I say stresses, good stresses, but to the stresses placed upon them. We have about 6 seconds left. And now we do the other direction. So turn your palms to face you, and with one hand, stretch the wrist in the other direction. So this is called wrist flexion. And now you'll feel the stretch here. So on the outside, if you will, of your arm. And it should feel strangely nice. It's intense, but also it should feel really nice. It should feel like quite freeing and quite, ooh, my arm feels like it's loose kind of thing. Okay, swap sides. And whilst we do the stretch, pay attention to how you are sat. So if you tend to slouch, not that we're talking about the spine today, but sit up straight. You might as well. If you're sat on the ground like me, I'm on a cushion, sit on your sit bones. And shake them out. Okay, now another strengthener. Open the fingers really wide, and then I'm going to turn my hand so you see, but you want to make not pressing the tips of your thumb and your little finger, but rather touching the tips of your thumb and your little finger, so they create a lot of like a circle. So open and then press, open and then press, open and then press. And we're going to do this for another 20 odd seconds, so we do the 30. And you'll start to feel the sensation here underneath the mound of your thumb, and it's good. I find this is super effective to help to alleviate the pain. We do 4, 3, 2, 1. And last stretch. So right hand again, you're going to touch the tip of your shoulder with your left hand, and then with your right hand, just holding onto the little finger and the fourth finger, stretch. And then we come back up, and now you hold on to the middle finger and your index finger and stretch. And then we go back and we do little finger and ring, and we touch, middle finger and index, and we touch. And we'll do 5 each side. So this is a third time. And we have one more after this. And then we swap sides. So tap, and then little finger, ring finger. Tap, middle, index, and another 4. And you'll notice that the stretch that you feel slightly changes location. And 2 more. And last time on this side. And last. Shake them out and let me know how it goes. Commit to 3 times a week, a bit more if you have it. And I'd love to hear how this has helped you. Thank you so much. Ciao.